welcome back to my channel. My name is Martin. This is a thread response that was started by Metal Mickey, I believe, on the VC. It's to name your top 25 albums in your collection. So I'm going to show you 25 albums in my collection. There is obviously albums that I would like to have in my collection that I haven't got. There's no point naming because then it would be just a blank video. I need to show you stuff. So these are 25 albums. For me, they are albums that I would, if I had to take 25 albums out of my collection, these are the 25 albums I would pick. Just to let you know, it's going to be a lot of albums that obvious. You're going to say this is the most obvious album video ever, but I think they're obvious albums for a reason because they're all great. They're all fantastic albums. And okay, so let's get started. Okay, first up, I've got two CDs to show you. So this is an album by a progressive rock band, Rush. So this is 2112. Obviously CD. I had this on vinyl back in the day. I do really need to get my Rush collection back together. I have everything of Rush on CD, alright, but yeah, I would like to get the vinyl. I'm just not producing the CD. But this is a fantastic album by Rush. 2112, amazing. Obviously, the length of it, it's very shining here. Passage to Bangkok, absolutely fantastic album that I'm sure everybody knows. Okay, up next. This is the second album by another progressive metal band. This time, this is probably, except Metallica, this is probably my favourite band, Dream Theater. So this is their second album, Images and Words. Always had this on CD or that. Never had it on vinyl. I would like to have it on vinyl. It's one album that I would really love to have on vinyl. But amazing album by Dream Theater. Second album. A lot of classics on it. Pull Me Under, Another Day, Take the Time, Metropolis, Under a Glass Moon, Learn to Live. Absolutely amazing album. Dream Theater, brilliant band, still going, still producing amazing stuff. But for me, this is the first album I've introduced to Dream Theater. Back in the day, a friend of ours worked in a record shop, Eamon, and we sort of depended on him back in the late 80s, early 90s on getting us stuff. But this was our first introduction to Dream Theater, and what an amazing album it is. So need to get that in vinyl too. I don't know if I've ever seen it on vinyl anywhere. Okay, sorry. I'm going to try to make this video very short and sweet. As I said, these are my preferences of albums. Some of you will probably say, what the fuck's he doing with that? That's not worthy of being in the top 25 of anything. But for me personally, these are my albums. Sorry about that. It's a long video. I'm going to try to rush through these because 25 albums is a lot. Okay, these are all mixed up, so they're not going to be just in one type of genre because there's a bit of a mix here. Okay, up first. For me, the main Halloween album, Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1. Absolutely amazing album from start to finish. There's nothing on this. It's just a killer album. Everything on this is fantastic. Taylor Wasn't Right, Twilight of God, Little Time, I'm Alive. Everybody knows this album, so I don't even want to bother talking about it. Future World, Halloween itself, Follow the Sign. Totally, absolutely amazing album. This is obviously the reissue. Nice gatefold, but this is a must-have album in any heavy metal rock collection. Amazing stuff. Brilliant. Okay, up next. This is an OG copy of probably my favourite album by Denmark's King Diamond. So this is Abigail, obviously. King Diamond, fantastic, as we know him from Merciful Fate as well. I could have thrown some Merciful Fate's albums in this, Melissa or Don't Break the Oath, into this video, but I chose Abigail because it's probably the first King Diamond album I heard properly, completely. We played the shit out of this back years ago, so this was 1987. You'll find a lot of these albums around late 80s, early 90s, because that's when metal was big for me. I would have been 15, 16, I would have been 17 in 1990, so there you go. So, or 16, 17, fuck, no good. Anyway, King Diamond, Abigail, another essential album for me, anyway. Okay, up next, we got some UK death metal. So this is Carcass, Heartwork. This is my favourite Carcass album. I do love their earlier stuff. I do love Surgical Steel, I do love Swan Song, and I absolutely adore their new album. I think it's fantastic, but for me this is the Carcass album to have. Absolutely love it, start to finish, all brilliant songs. I'm sure you know it very well. So Carcass, Heartwork. Okay, up next we're going to just change the genre a bit. We're going to go to a bit of hard rock. For me, this is one of the best debut hard rock albums that came out. I remember hearing this this came out in 1986, so I'd been 14 when this came out, and it was just amazing. I loved it. Played it to death. So this is by American hard rock band Tesla. This is Mechanical Resonance. This is their debut. Absolutely fucking amazing. I love this. Not a bad song on this album. This is a great rock album. So you need to have a bit of rock in this rather than just all thrash and death, because there is a lot of thrash and death metal in this video. But for me, Mechanical Resonance, it's a must-have. I fucking adore this album. Brilliant album. Brilliant, brilliant. Great. 1986, the time when all that glammy stuff was out, these guys turned up with their blue jeans and their denim shirts and just got back to basics, none of that glammy shit. But amazing, great album. Okay, moving along. Oh yeah, this is great. These are all mixed up, so I don't know what's coming next. It's pretty cool. For me, this is one of my favorite thrash albums ever. It's kind of progressive thrash. This is Blind Illusion. This is I think this is their debut album. The Sane Asylum. Is it the Sane Asylum? It is the Sane Asylum. How good is it? I don't even know what it's called. But yeah, so this is Les Claypool, Larry Lalonde from Possessed, a few other bands as well. This is absolutely amazing technical thrash. No fillers on this. The Sane Asylum, Blood Shower, Vengeance Is Mine, Death Noise, Kamikaze, Smash the Crystal, Visions, Metamorphosis of a Monster. If you haven't heard Blind Illusion, The Sane Asylum, check it out. I'm sure most of you on the VC will have heard it, but what a fucking album. It's amazing. Good stuff. Love it. That's already a nice little stack. I'd be happy enough with that with. Okay. Next up, the second album, probably one of my top favourite thrash metal bands, if not my top favourite thrash metal bands. This is Testament. This is what's it called again? The New Order. Second album by Testament. Could have put the Legacy in here, but unfortunately, I do have it. I just have to remember, and I do have it on CD. Shit. But there you go. This is amazing. They're both amazing albums, but I went for this one. This is The New Order. What a brilliant thrash metal band. What a brilliant album. Still producing fantastic albums to this day. One of the bands that are like Overkill that are only doing that, of the old school big lads. Excuse me. This is goes without saying. I'm sure everybody has it. As I said, a lot of these albums are so obvious, but I don't care. These are my top 25 in my collection. Okay, up next, big band for me, Candlemass, Nightfall. Candlemass' second album, first album with Messiah on vocals. This came out in 1987. Also, give me a certain ring to 1987. 14 years old here on this, man. Fuck me, something else. So yeah, Swedish doom metal at its best. This is my kind of doom metal. This is their second album, is set Messiah. Absolutely amazing. Well of Souls, Gallows End, Samaritan, Gothic Stone, Darkened Veils of Death, Bewitched, you fucking name it. You gotta have it. You haven't heard it, something wrong. Must have album. Okay, moving along, 15. Okay, we got a bit of a new wave of British heavy metal. So this is by Iron Maiden. So this is Iron Maiden third album, Number of the Beast. For me, this is still Iron Maiden's best album. Thought the new album was great. A lot of great albums, some good albums. This for me, Number of the Beast is still my favourite Iron Maiden album. It's an essential in any collection. Sinner Dam, Prisoner, Casey Avenue, Number of the Beast, Run to the Hills, Hallowed Be Thy Name. Goes without saying, Iron Maiden's got to be in there somewhere, and this for me is the one to have. Okay, Jesus, there's a lot of records out there. Hurry up. Okay, this band was going to feature somewhere in my top 25 albums. I went for Puppets. Could have gone for Ride the Lightning, but Puppets is still my favourite album. It was the first full-length album of Metallica that I actually heard. 1986. Amazing album, start to finish. Not a bad song. This is Metallica at their finest. Yeah, played this to death back in the day. Up next, okay, this is an older album. This is from 1970. This is Deep Purple in Rock. Don't exactly know where it falls in on their catalogue, but I absolutely adore this album. Remember buying this album in Northern Ireland when I was on holidays, when I was I must have been about 10 years old. I bought this on cassette back then. Spent the whole holidays, the length of time that I was down in the north, with my sister, just listening to this album over and over again on cassette. I fucking love it. Me and Pace, amazing drummer. Absolutely amazing album. What have you got on this? You Fly to the Rats, Big King, Into the Fire, Living Wreck, Hard Loving Man, Child in Time, of course. Definitely my favourite Deep Purple album, so happy to have that one there. Okay, up next we've got some death metal. One of my favourite death metal bands. So this is their second album. This is Leprosy by Death. Chuck Schuldiner, hope I pronounced Chuck's name, R.I.P. Chuck. This is my introduction to Death. It was, and I'd spin this nearly every couple of weeks. Absolutely fucking love it. It's an amazing album. Start to finish, 8 classic songs. Leprosy, Born Dead, Left to Die, Open Casket, Pull the Plug, you name it. That's a death metal essential in here. Classic. Okay, now 2 albums. These are the first 2 albums by Danzig. Didn't know where to go with Lucifuge. Danzig 2, which is totally fucking awesome. This is Danzig at the best. First 2 or 3 albums of Danzig were brilliant. Don't know what happened after that. I just ran off the fucking rails and didn't like it. It's all this shite, Elvis crap. But Lucifuge, brilliant album. But this is the one I was going to put in my collection. I just showed Lucifuge because I wasn't sure, but I went for their debut album. Remember the third in Ireland with Metallica? I wasn't at it, but this album was just out. So Deaf American Recordings, 1988. I think this is an OG copy of it. Fantastic rock album, great stuff, really like that. Okay, Jesus, how many is 25? Okay, back to the death metal. 1991 Massacre. This is a big album for me when I started listening to death metal in 1991. As I said before, I did get to see Massacre in 1991, which is amazing. Do like their new album. I'll probably give it a bit of grief in my last video, but it is growing on me more. But this for me is solid as it comes. You might say basic as it comes, but for me, it's just an album. Have to keep listening to. Absolutely love it. Cam Lee, what a great band. Rick Ross, Terry Butler and Bill Andrews back then. Great album. Okay, moving along. We got back to more of the thrash. These are so obvious you probably turn it off at this stage. But Forbidden's debut album, Forbidden Evil. It's one of the best top 10 thrash albums for me ever. Did get Twisted Into Form recently. It's going to be my next update video, which is totally fucking awesome as well. But for me, this just tops it. Absolutely love this album from start to finish. Super album, great stuff. Okay, up next, this is this is my favorite metal album of all time. Concept album from US band. I was nearly going to say Canadians, from 1988. So this is Queensryche, Operation Mindcrime. This is just a feast for the ears. I still absolutely love this. I have no qualms in putting this on anytime and listen to it from start to finish. What an amazing concept album. Musically, vocally, every fucking thing about this is just pure quality. This is an album that everybody needs in their music collection. Definitely gonna take another drop of water. Sorry. Yeah, Queensryche, Operation Mindcrime. Jesus, what an album. What an experience, man. When you hear that for the first time and get the bottle of water. I sort of changed my setup this morning just to have a bit of a mess about it, so I hope this video is coming out okay. Sabotage is on the background in case you're wondering. You probably have heard it anyway. Okay, more thrash metal. Jesus. There seems to be a lot of fucking thrash metal in this. Okay, so this is from 1989. This is an OG copy, that doesn't matter a fuck. On Noise, so this is Creator Extreme Aggression. Don't know where this falls in. Is this Creator's 4th album or so? I'm not 100% sure. But for me, this is what thrash sounds like. The production, everything about this album is just trash. All thrash metal should sound like this. Just put on Loads of Haters and fuck. Absolutely. Do like all the Creator albums. Some of the new ones aren't the best, but all the older stuff is fantastic. But this for me this is just quality written all over it. It's fantastic. Betrayer, great single as well. Don't Trust, Feel Energy, Extreme Aggression itself, cracking album. Okay, we're gonna go to some brilliant Brazilian thrash metal next. This is this could be their third full length. Another obvious album to have. Slayer or Sepultura, Beneath the Remains. Great album. Remember seeing Inner Self, the video of Inner Self on Headbangers Ball back in the day, and wow, that was a fucking amazing, cool fucking video too. This is class. This for me is definitely Sepultura's best album. Lost track of them after Arise. Didn't like the roots and all that sort of road they were going down. But they got back to themselves now with Hydra, and the new release out as well is pretty good too. So yeah, definitely a great album. None of these albums are like thrash classics, but my favourite albums. Okay, we're going to go back to another bit of hard rock, glam rock from 1985. This is completely off track with anything I've probably shown so far, but this is Dokken Under Lock and Key. Now when this came out, I was 13 years old, and for me this album was amazing. Still is. Still spinning at the odd time. Elektra Records, Don Dokken. Love all the old Dokken stuff. First 3-4 albums of Dokken are amazing. Do have them. But for me this was amazing. Couldn't stop playing this. Had it copied on a cassette more times than anything else. But yeah, Dokken Under Lock and Key. Absolutely love this album. Had to throw a bit of hard rock and metal in it. Couldn't just keep it all trash and that sort of stuff. Okay. Up next, this was my introduction to this band as well. What year did this album come out? This came out in 2005. Do have some, most of the, I think I have all their discography on CD, but I have a few vinyls and starting to get a few vinyls in the collection. So this is a like progressive metal band, progressive death metal band, if you will. Obituary. Obituary. I'm getting all the fucking names wrong. This is Opeth, and this is Ghost Reveries, and this is fucking quality from start to finish. Absolutely love this album. When I heard this album first, I just played it to death. Still do. Some cracking tunes on this. Ghost Perdition, Bane of the Hounds, Atonement, Reverie, Harlequin Forest, Grand Conjuration, Isolation Years. This is fucking amazing. A lot of people don't like the new Opeth stuff. They've gone out of their whole death metal sound, but I still appreciate it. I think it's brilliant. Bands progress. That's what happens. This is sort of in the midsection. This is sort of when they're relieving their raw, heavier, growly vocals and getting a bit more melodic, but bringing the progressive elements in it. But this for me is just start to finish. It's a classic. Definitely a must-have. Okay, another thrash classic. Alice in Hell, debut album from Canadian band Annihilator. Got that right, didn't I? But yeah, another classic thrash album from start to finish. Amazing. They never topped this album in my eyes. Second album was pretty awesome. I just can't remember the name of it. Fuck, blank. But anyway, Annihilator, Alice in Hell. Okay, another 3 records to go. Hooray! I'll be glad to get away from here. Okay, it was either this album or their follow-up album, Among the Living. I don't have Among the Living, unfortunately, so gotta have a bit of Anthrax in your favourites. So me, I've thrown in Spreading the Disease. What year was Spreading the Disease out? Was it 85 or 86? Anyway, let's not dwell on it. This is Music for Nations. This is one of Paul gave me in that bundle I got a long time ago, but can't go wrong. Anthrax. I would have loved to have Among the Living, but I don't have it at the moment. I'm still looking for it. So brilliant album. Armed and Dangerous, Medusa, Gung Ho, Madhouse, Lung Justice, AIR. Fucking awesome. Fitting any top 10 thrash albums. Fantastic. Joey Belladonna. Totally amazing on this. Great album. Okay, 2 to go. Just seeing as we are singing, we are listening to Sabotage. Gotta throw in some Sabotage, one of my favourite bands. So this is Sabotage, Hall of the Mountain King. This is nice. This is the original pressing on Atlantic Records from back in the day. What an album. 24 Hours Ago, Beyond the Doors of Dark Legion, Strange Wings, Pretty Mouse, Hall of the Mountain King, White Witch, Devastation, The Price You Pay. This album is killer. Not a bad track in this album. It's one of those albums definitely put on and play from start to finish. Sabotage are an amazing band. This is going to be reissued. It's probably going to be after Christmas. There's a few more in between. It's just a white sleeve. As I said, it's an OG copy of it. Plays fine. I'm delighted to have it. Have everything else of Sabotage on CD, but I'm delighted to have this. But I will buy the reissue as well when it comes out. Okay, and the last but not least album that I picked out, top 25 in my collection, in my opinion, of my albums. These are my top 25. And it was Obituary. I knew it was coming, that's why I mentioned it earlier on. So this is Obituary, Cause of Death. Second album, could have thrown in Slowly Rewrought, but for me, this is death metal. This is gotta be my top 5 death metal albums of all time as well. Man, Jesus, I didn't listen to anything else but this when it came out. Fuck, it's crazy. Couldn't get it off the player, turntable, CD player, whatever the fuck it was back then. But yeah, so Obituary, second album, Cause of Death, nice reissue on red vinyl. It's a classic. Jesus. So that's it. That's my top 25 albums in my collection. That's my favourite albums that I have. At the moment, obviously there's a few albums not there I would have liked. I would have had Zentric Shattered Existence in there. If I had it, I would have had Violence Eternal Nightmare in there, but obviously don't have them. Hard to get. Yeah, that's it, guys. Hope I didn't bore you with all the most obvious albums to have in your collection ever, but for me, it's great pulling all them back off the shelf there, just having a look at them. So yeah, thanks for joining me, lads. I should have an update soon. Could be update number 30 or something, vinyl update, a few albums to not to review, but just to show you the new Green Lungs, one of them there is behind us. So that's it. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys, and I will see you all pretty soon. Cheers. Good luck.